stringing plays that look like other plays together and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bringing it out. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Kentucky's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early, get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Kentucky. Quickly.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Let's go. Back to throw, it's Freeman. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage called, and they get the INT.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Finds his man. It's Hurley. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Power football with the run. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. 3rd and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Holds and fires complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Lets it fly. Pulls it in down the middle. They finally make the stop, but what a way to end this first quarter after that fantastic play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work.
Here we go, here we go.
To the ground with the back. Plows through the defense. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Tight end finds a soft spot. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, here we go.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it on the run, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw in that out route.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. To the air, it's Freeman. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Wildcats. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Alexander. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They'll send the back in motion. Direct snap. It's Alexander. Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Gonna let it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UCLA is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Southern California for some time. They're up 14 over UNLV. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Now the pitch. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Give to the running back. Nice move to keep running. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Quarterback may change this route. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's open. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Hold.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Alexander. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Alexander. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Florida.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Freeman. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He'll heave it deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Hurley. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Working the middle, it's complete. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Might be changing the route. Leaves it with the back. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Catch in the middle, it's Alexander. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable.
The Gators will clear it away to start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he... The Wildcats will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Suggs. Well, the offense did throw on that loose football, but it won't matter much. They turn it over on downs. They try to pop a run on the draw. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. The Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Almost had the completion, just missed it. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Scanning the field, it's Freeman. Hauls it in. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Extra point here will tie the game. been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. There he goes. Picks up the first down. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Gators! And that one will give them the lead.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many great.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll do it himself. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Able to pick up a couple on that last one. It's 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Back to pass. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. He wants to change this route. Gets the back moving. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Alexander. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. After swapping into the field, that gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. On the direct snap, it's Alexander. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to run for it. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
To the air on first down. He's got him. Touchdown, Florida. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Alexander. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Sends it back in motion. Direct snap. It's Alexander. Got his man down the middle. Racing down the left side. He's at the 10, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gators! Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
To the air, it's Freeman. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Freeman. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll leave it with him. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Toss sweep to the left. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the snap, it's Alexander. Turning it on. He's at the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. After this, it'll be a wrap. Dropping back, it's Freeman. Under fire. Here's a throw downfield late. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. Well, this